Yeah, well, g'day. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me. Tonight I'm out in the Brindabella National Park in New South Wales, just over the border from the ACT, at a place called Flea Creek. I've been here plenty of times, a few times in videos. Yeah, it's a great little spot. It's four-wheel drive only. There's one of the people who watch this channel has asked if I could always let them know whether or not it's two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive for the camps that I go on. So, yeah, if they might be interested in coming out. So, yeah, this is four-wheel drive. It's fairly steep coming in. There's a place called Gentle Annie. It's a humorously named track to get down here. It's fairly steep in parts. So, yeah, it's four-wheel drive only. I remember walking out of here once. I hiked in here one day years ago, and I was walking out, and there was this guy in it was like, I think a Subaru Outback or something like that, and he was trying to get out with, and he was really struggling, and he got to about 2/3 of the way up the big hill, and it was a bit gravelly, and he started to just slowly slide back. It must have been terrifying for him. I thought, oh, he's going to have to get towed out, but about 10 minutes later he went screaming past me again, and he got out. So, but yeah, it's a bit of a climb out to get out of here, and it's a bit of a drop to get in. But yeah, once you're in here, it's great. Flea Creek, just there. Beautiful little creek, crystal clear water. We're up in the mountains, so there's nothing to pollute it here apart from kangaroos and all of the normal things. There's nothing human polluting it. And this trickles down and joins up with the Digby River. Yeah, so that's the part of the world we're in. Flea Creek. Yeah, got out late. I wanted to get out a bit earlier. Well, actually, I didn't want to get out a bit earlier at all. I tried to get out earlier and everything was in my way. I had the shittiest day yesterday. It was one of those days when something goes wrong and you start peeling back the layers of the onion and you realise that it just gets worse and worse. And got up at about 6 o'clock this morning to do a bit more of an analysis on it, and it involved a pretty big spreadsheet. And I've been looking at it since 6 o'clock, and about, I don't know, it's one of those things that just got you angrier and angrier and more depressed as you got through, because you realised how big a problem it was. But yeah, I got to about 1:30 and I hadn't stopped. I was going hell for leather and I was absolutely frazzled and I was making errors. So I thought, fuck it, excuse me. So I thought, bugger it, I'm going to go camping. So I rang my wife and said, I'm going. And yeah, I left at about 2 o'clock, or no, about 2:30. So it took me about an hour to get out the door. And then everything was in my way. Slowest traffic getting out. I came out through the Cotter to get out here. It's about an hour and a half drive. But yeah, when I was coming out to the Cotter, I was behind this really slow-moving car. And then when I got to the top of Gentle Annie Creek, there was a bloody big semi-trailer with a grader on the back. I had to wait for him for half an hour. And it was quite fun watching him trying to get around the corner there. But anyway, I did take some footage and I'll show you that. But yeah, so I got down here. It's 5:21, so I got here probably, I don't know, 40 minutes ago. So I quickly set up because I didn't want to lose the light. It's still winter. It's not going to be super cold, but it is going to get dark real quick. So it's yeah, 5:21. So I've got probably an hour of light before things can't be recorded without putting the light on. I don't particularly like using that light, but anyway, I did bring some food to cook on the barbecue. There's a little campfire. In fact, it's quite an impressive campfire beside us. This is an established campground. There's one other group way up there, so I'm kind of by myself, which is good. But yeah, I'm going to cook on the barbecue. I bought some prawns. How about that? Pretty flash for a camp. So yeah, I bought some prawns and a bit of a salad. So something pretty easy. But yeah, now that I given it a bit of thought, I might actually park the idea of starting the fire, and I might cook the prawns on the little hot plate on the gas stove. So nice and easy and avoid the smoke. I don't have any leaves, and I don't like foraging. I know I can do it in here. I'm in New South Wales. Different rules over here in this part of the world, and I can go foraging if I wanted to, but take photos, leave footprints, as they say, and leave the sticks on the ground and the bark and the leaves for the animals to nest in. So yeah, I'll use the gas stove and cook up my prawns. The legs on this are starting to get a bit bent out of shape, so I bought a new one. So Hopefully that'll turn up soon. I was hoping it'd be here before it came out, but one more night, I think. How good are avocados? Smells good. Yeah, I got this little plate from a new shop that opened up in Belconnen. It's like a $2 shop, but a fancy one. And me bringing 2 prawns out for dinner. I was more about the salad. Lemons from my lemon tree. Full of seeds. Geez, a nice night. Just a couple of puffy little clouds. Not a breath of wind, which is nice. Makes from a bit of a change from my last camp, which was a bit of a nightmare on the wind front. Yeah, much more pleasant tonight. I think I'll have a nice sleep in the morning. I don't know if you can see the kangaroos on the other side of the creek. Hey, Skip. Yeah, eating like a king tonight. I only brought prawns because I knew there was a creek to wash my hands in. Lemon. Pretty good. Prawns and avocado are a pretty good mix. Yeah, that's pretty good. Might have to do prawns more often, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go and wash my hands. By the time I tidy up all this, I think it might be a bit too dark for the camera to start picking me up, so I might just cut it here while I clean up, and then I'm going to make a cup of tea. So yeah, I'll check back in a minute. Brought some hot water from home. Get a head start on the billy. I tell you, that's a bloody good camping hack for anyone who doesn't like wasting their gas. Tea bag. Not my idea of a good cup of tea, but better than no cup of tea. And it boils in like 30 seconds. Whew, yeah, well, sun's well and truly going down now. Getting very dull, or very dark. But yeah, I'm only one here except for one other group, which is pretty good. So I can talk as much as I like without interrupting anyone, which is good. This place is usually a pretty busy little campground. You can, this Gentle Annie Creek runs, Gentle Annie Trail runs off Brindabella Road, which is the back road to Chitchumit. So if you go further along rather than turn off to come down here, you end up in Tumut. I might do that trip. I might even do it tomorrow morning. I was thinking I might, just do the drive, because it'd be nice to go up to Tumut and then come back along the Snowy Mountains Highway, because lots of snow up there at the moment. Maybe stop at Urangabilly Caves and have a swim in the thermal pool or something. Yeah, I'll have a think about that tomorrow. Got a fair bit of work to do, so still got to bloody plough through that stupid bloody spreadsheet. So I might have to park that. So anyway, it was a thought, which I'll get to before winter runs out. Yeah, it's good to get out here and just press pause for, it's only going to be a few hours. I'll head home tomorrow morning. But yeah, no, it's been a shitty week, and it just makes it a little bit better because I work with a bunch of really good people that have got each other's back, and that makes a huge difference. So yeah. Anyway, no more thinking about that. I'm here to chillax and enjoy the bubbling stream, and go and see if we can see some possums or any of those other nocturnal animals that come out in the middle of the night. Yeah, as you can see, I got my old swag out. I had to strip that air swag down, and gave me a good opportunity to wash all the the doona cover and the sheets and air out the pillow and the mattress and everything in this one. So it was all nice and shiny, and I thought, oh, that sounds good. So I brought this one out tonight. I love this swag. I think I'm going to default to it. That air swag. One of the people who watch my channel and where I did the review mentioned that they've just bought one and did exactly what I thought was probably the best thing to do, and that's to get rid of the big air mattress. As good as that air mattress is, like, that is the best part of that swag by far. But it is big, it's heavy, and it takes a lot to pump up. So rather than lug that sucker around and have to pump it up with the electric pump, he's just got a self-inflating one, or one that he can inflate with a small electric pump that one of those battery pumps. And so he sort of stripped it down, so you don't have to carry any pumps with you. You can lose a bit of the weight, and basically have it as an all-in-one package like this thing does. So yeah, it's a good idea. I'll do a similar thing, and I'll do a follow-up video on it and see how that goes. But I'm waiting for him to take it out and see how he goes. But yeah, I don't think I'll have any problems with this swag though. Love it. Still in perfect nick. I've had it bloody years now, and hasn't missed a beat. Still as good as the day I bought it, and fresh as a daisy too. And I got a different oil too. I bought some oil. I went to the Botanic Gardens in Canberra the other day and bought some, I don't know what scent it is, but it's lemon thyme or lemon myrtle or something like that. So it's got a bit of a citrus tang to it, so it's pretty cool. So I gave that a bit of a sprinkle around, so a bit different to the one I've always had. So yeah. Anyway, that's my cup of tea is almost done. I might actually go for a bit of a wander down to the river. I'll put my little light on and go for a wander around and see what we can see. Might be some possums and things coming out, and some kangaroos settling in for the night. And if we're lucky, we might even get a wombat. Yeah. Let's go and check it out. Yeah, well, I went for a bit of a walk. Didn't see much. This must be the first time I've ever been out to this part of the world and not seen possums. Usually everywhere around here, and kangaroos. I did see some earlier, and I saw a white-bellied sea eagle. I don't know what the hell that's going on. I've never seen one of them out here before. See them around Lake George from time to time. Yeah, but never up in the mountains. That's pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, sun's well and truly down now. It's a bit after 7, so I'm going to settle in and read some book. I did bring another copy of Presumed Innocent downloaded, so I'll watch that as well for an hour or so, and then I'm going to read then I'm going to crash out and turn my brain off and just enjoy this little bubbling brook. Can you hear it? Pretty bloody good. Nice way to go to sleep. So yeah, that's the plan for the next, whatever, 8 or 9 hours. So yeah, I'll see you in the morning. Whew. Still pretty warm. I've had this coffee pot for, I don't know, 10 years and just bashed around the back of my car and ute now for most of that time, and it doesn't seal at the top anymore, so I bought a new one. It didn't turn up before I came here, so this is my last chance with this one. Well, still makes a good cup of coffee though. Yeah, well, welcome back to Flea Creek. It's -2. I just checked the little thermometer I got. It doesn't feel that cold, but it is actually a bit nippy on the fingers. A bit of ice on the tarp, and there's some frost settling in on the, or you know, forming on the hill over the other side. So yeah, it did get pretty cold. Slept pretty well though. I watched a couple of episodes of that show and read for half an hour or so. Fell asleep and woke up at about, I don't know, 5:30 or something, and just lay here listening to the creek for an hour till the sun started to come up. Beautiful morning. Get used to these cold mornings. I tell you, when you're a bald head like me and you live in a cold part of town, you go through beanies. I bought this one the other day. Like, I've been through 3 beanies this summer. They all just stretch out of shape. I don't know what it is. Like I'm on and off with beanies all the time, and yeah, so they get stretched, and especially knitted ones. Like I bought a really good alpaca wool beanie when I was down the coast one day. I put it on. Two days later, it was stretched out of shape. Kind of drove me nuts because it cost a fortune. But this one hopefully will last a bit longer. It's wool, so it's nice and warm. But yeah, I think it's just my lot in life to go through beanies. Hopefully it'll get me through to the end of winter, sorry. What is it? It's the 10th today, so we've got another 20 days of winter. Then it'll start to warm up. Yeah, about, I don't know, 8 o'clock last night, there's a trail that runs down the hill there and then winds back, comes across the little creek and up to general Annie track, and I was lying in here watching the shows, and I saw the lights coming down the hill and the rumbles of the trucks, and they came in and they settled in next door to me. So there's a couple of cars, loads of people camping next door, or just 100 metres up the road there. So they made a heap of racket and a heap of light there for a while, but then they settled in and I went to sleep. It was good. Yeah, so the plan for today, I might get up and I might go for a bit of a wander down the creek rather than just pack up straight away. Let's go for a little wander down here, cross this little creek and go down to the good Digby River and have a look down there. It's probably pretty nice down there with all the ice and frost all over it. And go and check it all out. But first, I'm going to finish my coffee.
Tired of taking, I can't get enough of this old world. Another auctioneer, a fist inside of his mouth, watching it happen. Tide rolled in and washed us out. It wasn't enough back then, it's more than enough right now. How we missing every train with love lights on, or how the rainbow bends, turn around and saw it gone, watching it happen. Trouble at hand that everyone saw. I thought I knew back then, but I knew nothing.
Yeah, wattle's starting to come out. It's a good sign.
Wired and shaking, hungry hawk on a power line. I thought the message sent, I thought it was clear by now, watching it happen. Death rolls in like a wave.
Yeah, well, this is where Flea Creek joins the Good Digby River. Let's jump across and see what's up the other side. Yeah, well, I hope you can hear me over the water rushing over the rocks, but this is the Good Digby River. Last time I was out here it was like 35, 36 degrees. All I wanted to do was get in that water and cool off. Bloody freezing, you know. So yeah, Canberra has these magnificent 4 seasons. So we get cold, we get hot, we get beautiful springs, and lovely autumn. So yeah, Good Digby River in the middle of winter. I'll show you what it looks like in summer as well. Could have done with some gloves. Yeah, we are pretty spoiled here in this part of the world. Little streams like this and little rivers like this everywhere. They're crystal clear, I love them. Yeah, well, I'm absolutely freezing, so I might head back to camp and pack up and then get into town and have some brekkie proper. Only had a banana this morning, so yeah, I might go and pack up. Put my fingers through a bit of a workout wrapping up that tarp, but yeah, and head back home. Yeah, so thanks for joining me out in the Brindabella National Park at Fleet Creek. Great little spot. If you're in this area, it's great, well worth a trip out here if you've got a four-wheel drive. It's a great little campground. Lots to see, lots of animals around, although I only saw a few kangaroos this time, a bit disappointing, but usually there's a lot to see. But yeah, I'm gonna head back up.
No, I don't need a mansion in Montana. Don't want a penthouse in Perry. No gables and eaves and 4,000 square feet just to fill up things I don't need. I know to some it makes no sense, but I'm not living just to pay my debts. I've got nothing against that white picket fence or those big American dreams. On we go down the endless road. How can we know what tomorrow holds?
Favourite part, of course, is when I get home I get to do it all again.
And I know you'll carry me to.
Yeah, well, all packed up. I'm going to head home. I might show you the views from the top of the hill when we get to that point as well. It's a beautiful day, so it's nice and sunny, so I'll show you what that all looks like. Yeah, till next time, stay safe.